Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Houston Fieldhouse for this afternoon's women's hockey game between the Bulldogs of Yale and your RPI Engineers. Let's meet the starters for both clubs. First, for Yale, off forward, number 18, Rebecca Barstein. Off forward, number 15, Captain Emma Vlasic. Off forward, number 24, Claire Dalton. On defenseman, number 13, Lauren Moriyama. Defenseman, number 8, Tabitha Bontoff. In goal today for Yale, number 32, Gianna Maloney. And the rest of the Bulldogs of Yale. Now introducing the starters for your RPI Engineers. Off forward from Whitby, Ontario, number 6, senior Jake Grigsby. Off forward from Toronto, Ontario, number 7, junior Sabrina Rapace. Off forward from Chase Mills, New York, number 10, junior Blake Oroz. Defenseman from Copenhagen, Denmark, number 9, senior Josephine Hansen. A defenseman from Lake Forest, Illinois, number 14, freshman Delaney Weiss. In goal today for the Engineers from Orleans, Ontario, number 33, senior Kira Bombay. And the rest of the RPI Engineers. The head coach in his second season is Brian Miles. The assistant coaches are Mark Cavosi and Tara Connolly. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise and remove your headwear for the playing of the national anthems of Canada and the United States by the RPI Pep Band. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the Star Spangled Banner will be the Rensselaerics. Ladies and gentlemen, Rensselaer is proud to announce that we are now a tobacco-free campus. Please join us in supporting our neighbors by not using tobacco products in all institute facilities and outdoor areas. And as always, we thank you for respecting our tobacco-free campus environment.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Houston Fieldhouse, RPI and Yale. Women's hockey on RPI TV just underway. A couple minutes in. Bulldogs in the dark blue. And we have a pass in front. Good body position by Burnett. And allows the Engineers to clear it out to center ice, where Yale starts over again. Bulldogs defeating Union yesterday for their first win of the year, 6-1. Shot comes in, it was blocked on the try by Maya Kerfoot. And as a shot comes in, sticked away by Kira Bombay. Back in net for RPI, with Lovisa Stellander still with the Swedish national team up in Saskatchewan for the Four Nations Cup. Bombay stepped up in a big way yesterday in a 1-0 win over Brown. She picked up her first career win and shutout all in the same contest, as Aaliyah Lance goes down, flipping that puck into the Yale zone. Soroya Tinker gonna flip it ahead. Now Fries Hansen, stick handling down the middle. Fries Hansen into the zone. She'll carry it all the way behind the net. Still Fries Hansen. Shot comes from the point, looking for the redirect. Second try, and a save made on Fries Hansen. Big time opportunity there for RPI. And it's turned away by Gianna Maloney. Now another centering play, looking for the back door. That's cut off. And the Bulldogs will set things up to center off of Hansen. And now here's Severson. She scored the only goal yesterday. She's trying to move it in for Tremblay. It was knocked away. Now fighting to win it back is Severson. Makes a nice move. Severson, circle, shooting, is blocked by Julia Yetman. Engineers skating with some confidence in this one early on. Picking up their first league win of the year, improving to 1-2 in the conference yesterday. Puck trickles in on goal. Maloney's going to cover. Behind the net, here's Oros trying to center it for Patchy. Plenty of sticks to deal with there. It'll be one-handed out to center by the Bulldogs. Seitz centering off the side of the or towards the side of the net. That finds Nergard. And now Kirsten Nergard back to the point. Flip right back along. And now taken back over by Rapace, who tries to shield the puck away from Verano. No. It's bottled up on the far side, looking to center. Lost the handle on the puck was Van Stone. Now a shot from the point, whistles high and wide from Moriyama. Now a centering pass, loose at the side of the crease. Engineers are able to clear it out of danger. Now moved out by Grigsby. That long reach and stride will move it ahead. Grigsby trying to make a move around the defenseman. Nice play by Moriyama. Worked up the wall. On comes Claire Dalton. Shoots one. Might have been a kind of a pass error shot. It was swatted away by Bombay in the end with a goalie stick. And now flipped out towards the blue line. Kept in by Charlotte Welsh. Schwalbe to the point but not out. Shot coming and a save by Bombay on the try by Tinker. Penalty coming up here on the Engineers.
Officials timeout.
And we get a stoppage in play. 12:35 to go in the first period. No score, RPI and Yale.
RPI penalty number 16, Kirsten Iwanski. 2 minutes for body checking. Time of the penalty, 7 minutes, 25 seconds. RPI penalty number 16, Kirsten Iwanski. 2 minutes for body checking at 7:25.
Shot coming, it was blocked. Engineers trying to clear. They played all the way down the ice. There's a shot ringed around. Hayes wrapped up. Tinker. Slap shot coming over the top of the net to the side of the cage where it's knocked loose. Burnett over there. She gets roughed up in the corner, and we get a penalty here. And that'll negate the rest of this one.
Yale penalty number 18, Rebecca Van Stone. 2 minutes for body checking. Time of the penalty, 8 minutes, 35 seconds. Yale penalty number 18, Rebecca Van Stone. 2 minutes for body checking at 8:35.
11:19 to go in the first period. No score, RPI and Yale. Shot from, that was Weiss. Kicked away. And on come the Bulldogs into the zone, trickling in, sticked away by Bombay. Left behind the goal, Weiss going to pick it up there. Down the middle, good connection. Here comes Severson, 1-1. Severson trying to drag it out in front, couldn't get a touch on it. Penalty is over, so RPI will start a power play. Return! Shot coming right on and a save.
St. Anne's Slide Dirty is proud to be the sponsor of tonight's Chuck-a-Puck promotion. Don't forget to purchase your puck before the end of the first period to participate in the Slide Dirty Chuck-a-Puck competition. Slide Dirty is proud to support RPI athletics. Chuck-a-Puck between periods 2 and 3.
Power play time now for RPI, 41 seconds left on it. Rapace down low for Oro. Centering pass, what a save. Point blank by Maloney. Left pad stop. Keeps this one scoreless. Now a shot from the point, another stop, and it's held again. Engineers power play looking dangerous like it did yesterday. They scored once on 5 tries. It was the only goal of the game. And here they're peppering the net with opportunities. .16 seconds left on the power play. Another face-off win. And the pass out of the zone. That'll do it just about for this Engineers man advantage. Burnett. Scooped along by Fries Hansen. Power play is over. Both teams 0 for 1. Point, Hayes, just off the bench. She was tangled up, was Nergard, but it's kept alive by Schwalbe, then goes off on a change herself. Lifts it up the boards. Hayes going to pick it up there. Junior converted forward to D out of Hartford, Vermont. This will be helped along by Maloney. Into the corner it goes. Rapace will ring it around. Hansen there. Has Oro's breaking, but is met by one of the Bulldogs. Couldn't find her. Now maybe a chance for a 2-on-1. They stay onside. Oro's walking in. Oro's shooting. Trickling. They score! Sabrina Rapace finishes it off. Oro's shot Maloney got a lot of, but not enough. It's 1-0 RPI. There's a 2-on-1 play. And Rapace picks up her second goal of the year. Just couldn't squeeze it. Good hands by Rapace. to pick up that puck. It was kind of on the outside of that left post, and she was able to scoop it up and lift it in.
Tonight's first goal is brought to you by Duncan. The RPI goal, her second goal of the season, scored by number 7, Sabrina Rapace. Assisted by number 10.
So Engineers score first once again.
And number 14.
Last night it took till the second period. Weiss with the secondary assist. Oro's, of course, the primary.
RPI goal, her second.
Grigsby lost it moving into the zone. It'll be lifted in by Oro's on the second try.
Number 10, Blake Oro's, and number 14, Delaney Weiss at 12:07.
Now we got an icing call on Yale. Hayes tried to keep it in on the backhand. That didn't go. Hansen will shoot it off the near boards. Kicked along nicely. Fries Hansen on it. Spins out of the corner. Works it back to the point. Hansen across. Snapped right back by Hayes. Loose along the blue line. It'll be gathered up by Lucy Burton. Sophomore from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Gets it as far as the RPI line. The Engineers turn it back around the other way. Wraithby will shoot it in. Past everybody as RPI is changing as well. Towards center ice, Claire Dalton. Taken right back by RPI. Shot coming. That was Capel. And a save made by Maloney. Sights ahead. Good poke check by Severson. Now receives the pass back from Capel. Severson dangling. Stops, drops. Shot coming from Weiss that went wide. And now back come the Bulldogs. A little bit of speed. Van Stone to the zone, top of the circle. Toe drag, lost the puck in the end. Around the net it went. Ferroli with a little stick handle of her own out to center. This will be fed all the way down ice and will not be icing. Not enough on it. Moriyama right to Hansen, who turns it back around for Oro's. Quick shot off the feed there by Rapace, goes wide. Just by a hair. And now Hansen. Gathered up by Jordan Chancellor. Into the RPI zone. Ringing around. Little touch pass for Chancellor moving into the near circle now. Chancellor looking to cycle. Hansen steals it away. Does enough to find Rapace. Stolen right back. Still loose in the circle. Twisted to the back post, but Ferroli in perfect position is able to clear it out of danger. Looked like they might have been in business there, the Bulldogs. But Ferroli with a clean pick of that pass. Now RPI ices it. Could have gone much worse, though. Ferroli, a junior. Out of Irvine, California. Former Anaheim Lady Duck, playing in her 70th career game for these Engineers. And isn't going to do a whole lot at the offensive end for Ferroli with just one career assist. It's her only point, but defensively she shows why she's out there. Good positioning on that play. Won't show up in any box score, but denied the backdoor feed for Yale. Carried out by Severson to center ice, chopping at it a couple of times. Does enough to get it deep. RPI can complete that change. It was trying to work before the icing call, or during the icing call. Now here's Tucker. Navigates the neutral zone into RPI territory. Centering, it was broken up by Burnett. Played behind by Schwalbe, and now they play catch behind the RPI goal. Hayes moves it ahead. Off a skate of Wraithby, carried on further by Schwalbe. They're onside. Shot coming, pad save made by Maloney. Now Burnett tries to work it in deep. It's intercepted. by Kerfoot. Lob down the middle of the ice. No icing here. Picked up by Burnett. She finds Hayes. Hayes off a skate. Yale trying to turn it around quickly. Into the zone is a drop pass. Deflected over the top of the cage. Hits off the glass. Now to the near corner. Dalton. Cycling. Finding Vlasic. Vlasic trying to move it out in front. Pinching in here. There's a shot and a save by Bombay on the try by Julia Letman. Picked up by Burnett. She's bottled up there. Tied up by Van Stone. Severson is over, and she'll pick it out of some feet and move it out to center. Chipped off the boards and all the way down. No icing here. Sights over to get it. The freshman from New York City. Moves it out to center ice. Now a wrist shot coming well wide of the target. Bombay tried to cover, and it popped right through. And luckily for the Engineers, it squirted wide of the net. And now moved out by the Engineers. Center ice. Rapace bumped off the puck. Carried along by Welch. Freshman from Winchester, Massachusetts. Trickling and bouncing wide. We've got a penalty coming up here. I think it's going to be a hook. Back to the point it goes. Cross ice feed's going to leave the zone. Extra attacker comes on for Yale with about 2.5 to go in the first period. Now a centering pass, touched but not controlled. Now we get a full control. Shots are 11-6 RPI, but Yale's going to go on the power play for the second time here. As Josephine Hansen's going to go off for interference. And we get an official timeout here with 2:17 left. 1-0 RPI and a goal by Sabrina Rapace. You're watching RPI Women's Hockey on RPI TV.
43 seconds. RPI penalty number 9, Josephine Hansen. 2 minutes for interference at 17:43. A reminder, fans, if you cannot make it to a home game, you can still watch it live on RPI TV. All RPI men's and women's hockey home games will be webcast. Visit www.rpiathletics.com for more information.
How many stats do you guys like packets between periods? We should do one. No, for the staff. Sorry, like coaches. We should do 3, but.
Sure, we'll do 3.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. That's possible. You can get yes. You can get the system out there. Yes. But you can
Yale penalty number 7, Greta Skarsinski. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 17 minutes 56 seconds. Yale penalty number 7, Greta Skarsinski. 2 minutes for hooking at 17:56.
So after the Yale penalty and a near giveaway by Burnett at the blue line. Anyway, after the Yale penalty, 12 seconds into their power play, they are now 0 for 2. We're back to 4-on-4 for almost a full 2 minutes. Now Hayes' pass is broken up. Grigsby gets bumped. Puck comes free. A little bit of room to work on the far side for Vlasic. Her centering pass comes through the slot. It was behind the intended target, Dalton. And now Burnett will pick it up on the other side. Burnett, sophomore defenseman from London, Ontario. Gets it as far as center ice. Rapace plays it back into the RPI zone and into some open space. 48 seconds away from a very short RPI power play. It'll last 12 seconds, but it will occur inside this first period. Now driving the net, it's sent all the way through, picked up by Oroz. Oroz ahead for Schwalbe. Schwalbe was the one who was impeded on the hook that sent this one to 4-on-4. Now Ferroli, just off the bench, finds Weiss. Back to Ferroli. Her pass for Weiss, too far. Off the mark, gathered up here by the Bulldogs. Moriyama to center, nice corral and an aerial puck from Van Stone. She gets dumped at center, played across to Ferroli. 5 seconds before RPI's power play. Ferroli into the zone. Power play starts now, shot sticked wide on the chance by Ferroli. So the Engineers have a power play for 8 more seconds, and it's the Bulldogs who head out to center. They can just about use it all up here. Chancellor across into the middle, stick handling. There's no one on the near side, of course, still shorthanded. Now the penalty's over. Now the period's over. RPI's up 1-0 after 1. Shots are 11-7. We'll be back with the second period in just a bit. You're watching RPI Women's Hockey on RPI TV. Second period is underway. RPI and Yale. Engineers up 1-0. Bulldogs keep it in at the line. Moved in deep by Jordan Chancellor. And then kept in by the Bulldogs. Chancellor to the point. That's Kerfoot. Gives it back to Chancellor. She'll spin it up the wall. Gathered in here by the Bulldogs. Shot coming and a glove save by Bombay. And she'll hold on to it there.
RPI Hockey would like to welcome Scout Me In Cub Scouts and all of the fans in attendance today. Thank you for your support of RPI women's hockey.
Lifted all the way down. This will be icing here on the Engineers. Shot in and up into the netting. Now a chance here for a potential 2-on-1. McCapel couldn't quite reach that feed from Tremblay. A shot and a save by Bombay there. Now another one coming, a save by Bombay, and she'll hold on to this one.
St. Anne's Wolf Spirit Guard is proud to support RPI and the community. Stop in for weekend specials on food and beverages. We'll see you after the game at 2 King Street, downtown Troy.
So Bombay with a big stop there. Shot that is not that far out. Engineers having trouble getting out of their own end right now. Schwalbe's going to play it out to center ice. And it's poked loose. Burnett's going to have a beat on this one. Up the wall for Oros. Turned around by Eatman. Burnett back for Iwanski. He has to go back to the corner to pick it up. Lifted along. Now a shot all the way through it. A skate. Rister hit a leg. Still loose and a stop there. Comes all the way through the crease. Another opportunity by the wayside. A shot. Didn't have a lot on it, but it got to the slot area. Engineers still can't clear. Eatman strong at the point. Backhanded in front. Backhand shot. Knocked away by Burnett, but still in business. It's Dalton. Point. Yeatman down low. Finding Vlasic, this top line. Really leaning on the Engineers here. Yeatman again. Slap shot coming way wide. And it'll be thrown right through again. Cleared out to center. Orioles will chip this to center ice. Grigsby knocks it out of the air, but it's carried back in further by the Bulldogs. Shots are 13-12, and there's the 14th shot, and right into the breadbasket for Bombay.
Say fans, are you hungry? Download the Melio app tonight. Tap, order, sit back and relax. Place your order at melio.com or on your Melio app with the promo code RPI and receive $5 off.
Well, a quick stoppage here. 12:21 to go in the second. It's 1-0 RPI.
Support and feed RPI.
Still on the attack now. The shot comes in and hit a body. That one deflected. What a stop. Oh my, Bombay had to reach back the other way and make another save. And still the Bulldogs pressure. A goal seeming inevitable at this point if the Engineers can't turn things around. Just get the puck out of the zone. First period was much more even as far as how this one has been played. RPI has been hemmed in for essentially the first 9 minutes of this period. Now a good play at the line by Hansen, taking things into her own hands. The blue liner will skate into the corner. Still Hansen, hands it off. Shot coming, tipped on goal. Tremblay trying to find it, and there's a chance for RPI. And a welcome sight for these home fans. Looking for something to cheer about here, but Maloney makes the stop. Face off in the Yale zone. Oro's back to the point. Here's Hansen. Up top, Grigsby takes a shot, looking for the redirect Rapace. She has a lone goal this game into the skates. Nice play there by Weiss. Just to keep it alive for Grigsby. She loses it there. Thrown through center. Picked up by Hansen. She'll turn it back for Weiss. Delaney Weiss, the freshman defenseman for RPI, playing in her 6th game. She was hurt to start the year. She's been solid since she's been in the lineup for RPI. On come the Bulldogs. Dalton centering. One more pass. Oh, nearly snuck in the near post. Now another try is jammed out of there. Kept in alive by Seitz rather, excuse me. Back to the point it goes. Tinker. Shot coming deflected wide by Vlasic. Emma Vlasic, the senior from Willamette, Illinois. Van Stone throws it towards the middle. A couple of whacks at it there from Vlasic. Now Seitz again. She'll turn back towards the point with it. Feeding it through, looking for the redirect. Didn't get much on it. Van Stone, RPI clears to center ice. This does not look like it has the legs for icing, and it was deflected anyway. Loose puck played to center. Oh, they didn't try to turn around. A blind backhand pass. Those rarely work out. Now Severson tried to find Capel. It was breaking into the zone, but that was broken up. Severson plays catch there with Hayes, and now stick handling. Hayes up the far side, swatted into the zone. Picking it up now is Hansen. Twisting and turning, finding Hayes. Hayes lobs it ahead. It'll be gloved down here by Tabia Bodoff. Now a shot coming that goes wide from Seitz. Another shot sticked away by the netminder Bombay. Might have been headed wide anyway, but she had the post covered. Now Capel towards the point and out. 8:41 to go in the second. It's been all Bulldogs here in the second period. Engineers have held their ground defensively, although it has been a bit shaky at times. No real glaring, scoring chances for the Bulldogs. It's just been a lot of offensive zone time, and when that happens, chances will eventually come. Here's a shot, that one through traffic, trying to find the puck. It's bottled up, and again, a lot of pressure, but there were plenty of bodies in the way of that one. This is going to be icing here on RPI. Shot blocked. Hansen stick handling, tripped. Penalty coming up here. As to the bench goes Bombay, but it might not matter. We're gonna get a touch. Yep, no chance for the extra skater there. But RPI will go on the power play for the 3rd time. First 2 were abbreviated power plays, remember? Van Stone for tripping here. An offensive zone penalty, not what you want for Yale. And we have a stoppage. 7:49 to go in the second. 1-0 Engineers. Capel off the draw. Engineers try to set up on the power play here. Across for Hansen. RPI was 1 for 5 yesterday. They're 0 for 2 so far, but as I mentioned, they probably have totaled about 2 minutes of power play time between their two advantages. Capel. Hansen dumped into the corner. Rapace, a little bit of pressure comes. Poke check by Hansen, had to get it right, or Yale might have been off shorthanded. Now Grigsby goes down to a knee. Has more time than she thinks she does, but still finds a teammate. Hansen will rip one, and a save is made. No rebound there on an opportunity. Face off in the Yale end of the ice here. Capel, or make it Tremblay rather. Finding Lance, Aaliyah Lance out of the corner. Up top, Severson, back to Lance. They play catch on the wall. Up top now Burnett. Now Schwalbe shooting, redirected there by Tremblay, and it was knocked away by Maloney. But a good setup there by the Engineers. They got the deflection they were looking for. They'll restart here. Now a play behind the goal for Lance. 22 to go in the power play. Burnett gives it back to Lance. Lance shooting, it was blocked. Tremblay. Now this will be cleared out. No, it won't. RPI is just changing here. Penalty's about to expire. Now it does. And it's iced here by the Bulldogs. The power play had just ended, so I'm not sure if they realized it yet. 5:40 to go, second period. Still 1-0 Engineers on a first period goal by Sabrina Rapace, her second of the year, from Oros and Weiss. One back, here's Hansen. Oros shooting wide. Lifted out to center. Picked up there by Oros. Trying to chip it up the boards. Can't get it by Seitz. Delaney Weiss is tripped up, but they say inadvertent, and now picked up by RPI. Yale trying to change here, but the Engineers give it away. Or they might have been off with odd man. An odd man rush would have had numbers. Trying to say two different things at once. Shot in deep by the Bulldogs. Hansen. About as hard as you can hit someone there and get away with it in the corner. RPI now moves it to center. Grigsby into the zone. Will get it deep all by herself, and RPI will change behind her. Now she'll get a line change. 4:40 to go. Second period, Yale on the move. Yetman knocked down at center, picked up Schwalbe. Has Burnett breaking up the wall and skips through her. They wave off the icing. Wraithby trying to find the puck and battles to get there. Wraithby takes a hit along the boards. Wraithby, a sophomore from Burlington, Ontario. Gives it away here. Cross-ice feed from Burton. Turned around by Wraithby. Has a couple of Engineers crashing the net. Takes a shot. Sticked away. Picked up by Schwalbe. Schwalbe turning and spinning and firing wide. It might have been partially blocked. Center ice broken up by Capel. Carried on further. Little backhand flip from Verano. Now, in the middle of a change, the puck goes skipping by the Yale bench, but no one touched it. Gathered in by Tinker. Around it goes. Stick handling is bought off. Hansen thought about a pass far side, tries the near. Here's Tremblay on the dump in. Under 3.5 to go. Second period. Worked along and now fed down the middle. Puck goes behind the goal. Now one pops in the air. Rapace. Nice find. Hayes a shot. That one hit a leg. Popped right back out. Engineers finishing this period much better than they started. They couldn't really get out of their own zone, but now it's the Engineers putting the pressure on, although this one's going to skip by Burnett. And we get a touch of the puck here, and we got a penalty away from the whistle, or away from the puck, excuse me. It's going to be a holding the stick call. And it comes at a tough time here. Big spot in this game late in the second period. RPI trying to get to the break, still up 1, and Yale's going to go on its third power play.
RPI penalty number 6, Jamie Grigsby. 2 minutes for holding the opponent's stick. Time of the penalty, 17 minutes and 24 seconds. RPI penalty number 6, Jamie Grigsby. 2 minutes for holding the opponent's stick at 17:24.
To center, bouncing puck, swatted back in. They're offside. I thought that was touched. Oh, maybe not. I thought Nergard touched it, but I get players coming off the bench, making plays on pucks. Shot down by the Engineers. They're on the kill, so that's legal. Yetman back to get it. Shots are 18-16 Yale. There's another one right on, and a save by Bombay from a distance. .49 seconds left in the power play for the Bulldogs. It is their third. Both teams now with 3 man advantage opportunities. Face-offs are close to even, 16-14 in favor of RPI. There's a face-off win for the Engineers. Delaney Weiss trying to jump on it here. Going to backhand it up the boards. Capel helps it through out to center ice. It'll be gathered in there by Yetman. Yetman stops into the boot of Tinker. And now Tinker lobs it in. Burnett trying to clear it out on a bouncing puck. Kept in at the point by Tinker. Up the wall. They cycle. Van Stone can't find it. Tries to win it back. Fires it through. Hard pass through the slot. And if it doesn't connect with Dalton, it's going to go all the way down. That's what happens. Engineers changing its penalty killers with 8 to go on the power play for Yale. And it's dumped in off the blocker of Bombay. So Bombay has already matched her save total for last night, and we still have a period to go. Engineers clear, power play over. Chipped along and now moved into the zone. Oros. All by herself, throws it back, shot coming right on, and a save made.
Save seconds, gatherers granola, hand-stirred and baked in small batches in Schenectady, New York. Founded by an RPI alum based on his mom's recipe. Gatherers granola for people with taste buds.
11 seconds left in the second period. And that'll do it. For the second, 1-0 RPI after 2. We'll be back with a third in just a bit. You're watching RPI Women's Hockey on RPI TV.
Cruz. RPI penalty number 17, Lauren Severson. 2 minutes for body checking. Time of the penalty, 2 minutes 42 seconds. RPI penalty number 17, Lauren Severson. 2 minutes for body checking of 2:42. St. Anne's, the RPI men's hockey team takes on UMass Lowell on Sunday, November 25th. It's RPI Faculty and Staff Appreciation Day. Stop by the Houston Fieldhouse box office to pick up your tickets today. RPI men versus UMass Lowell, Sunday, November 25th.
.16:02 to go in the third period. Of a penalty coming up here as to negate the final few seconds, actually about 40 seconds of power play time for Yale, but that's been the story here in this one. Yale's gotten a couple power plays, a few of them. This is the third one now that's cut short by a penalty of their own. So we'll play 4-on-4. And Nicing 4-on-4. Still 1-0 RPI. 15:39 to go. Shots are 24-18 Bulldogs. Yeatman behind the net. On comes Van Stone into the RPI zone, trying to work around Weiss. And it's stolen back by Schwalbe. Penalty's about to expire. Now a power play for RPI as it's fed up ice. Tinker lifted through the air, and they're going to say Hansen play with a high stick. Oh, ref, let him play. They got to get rid of the high stick with nobody around, in my humble opinion. If there's no one with it, I understand the rule. I say you get rid of it. It's like soccer. There's no dangerous kick if there's no one near you. Anyway. Puck behind the RPI goal. Rapace. Hansen. She gets rubbed off the puck. 40 seconds to go on the power play. Hansen's still on it. Still Chancellor pestering her. And Hansen's going to try and walk around her and does. Through center, now a little drop pass for Apache. Fed further to Orioles, try to touch pass. She was tripped up. 18 to go on the power play. The Engineers have yet to enter the zone. Now they're in. Hansen will slow it up along the wall. Now Burnett will join the play. She's got a big slap shot. See if the Engineers can get it to her here on that far side. Rapace down low. Touch pass. Oros had time to turn and shoot, but she was looking past all the way, and in doing so, fed it out of the zone. The power play will end here. RPI 0 for 4 now on the man advantage, as are the Bulldogs. And now Oros. She'll lift it into the corner. Behind the goal. Wraithby had it for a moment. Severson pries it away. Severson at the wall. Holding. She'll spin it on the cycle looking for Wraithby. Wraithby takes a couple of whacks. She's wrapped up by Yeatman. And now she'll cycle it down low. Lance trying to find it. Aaliyah Lance trying to turn out of the corner. This is good possession by the Engineers. With that 1-goal lead, you're happy to play the puck deep in the opponent's territory. Now Burnett, a shot hit the back of the leg of Severson. This will be lifted in the air and out of play, and we'll get another stoppage here. Puck goes behind the goal. Yeatman. Bulldogs trying to clear it out. Penalty's over, by the way. Now this could be icing here. Burnett turns on the afterburners and makes sure. Face-off coming up. We're waiting for somebody. Verano. Trickling in wide of Bombay. It'll be shot up the wall. Oros. Swatted into the zone. Back towards center. And now Schwalbe. Schwalbe walking in, takes a shot, blocker save, turned around by Van Stone. Schwalbe kicked at, played along, and now stolen away. Here's Dalton walking in. Dalton lost the handle, still takes a shot, hit the skate of Weiss. And RPI dodges a bullet there. Now trying to walk it down in front that time was Van Stone, and maybe should have passed it. Either way, Yale back on the attack. It's Vlasic back to the point. Gives it back on the give and go, and that was Seitz, couldn't corral. Now back come the Engineers. Tremblay with Capel trailing. Tremblay a shot and a blocker save. Now back out to center it goes. Chipped in by the Engineers, Hansen, and Rapace thought about chasing, but she'll wait for the Engineers to complete their change. Now it's flipped up the wall. Chancellor with the move, trying to get by Hayes. Hayes does a nice job defensively, and now Rapace shoots it to the open wing where Grigsby's waiting for it. And she'll hand it off to Hansen. Quick pressure there comes from Skarzinski, but the Engineers regather. Shot near side past everybody. Down the ice, Oro's going to beat this out. Blake Oros beats out an icing. Maloney shoots up the wall. Chipped it past Grigsby, kept in there by, is that Severson? Yeah, Severson, then she lost it. Skarzinski. Chancellor, a shot and a toe save. Back come the Engineers now, as the shot there by Fries Hansen is blocked down. Back to the point, stepping into one for Ferroli, and the redirection goes wide by Severson. Still 1-0 RPI. We're over halfway through the third. Chancellor into the RPI zone, watched by Burnett. Throws a poke check at it. Defended well by Ferroli. Engineers close that gap quickly. And now ahead for Wraithby. Wraithby will lob it high in the air. Comes down in the far corner. Wonderfully worked by Wraithby. Throws it towards the net. Hit the skate of Lance. Now it's poked off Lance's stick by Seitz. Seitz, stick handling, has to avoid her own teammate. Chancellor is going off on a change. Seitz trying to go coast to coast into the RPI zone. They're offside. We get a whistle and a stoppage. 9:05 to go, third period. It's still 1-0 RPI.
Has partnered with RPI Athletics, bringing local schools in Troy the Shoot for the Stars program. RPI Athletics would like to thank National Grid Foundation for their support of our local youth and communities. While we have a moment, fans, we'd like to remind you the RPI women's hockey team will host Penn State November 16th and 17th next weekend. Come on out to the Houston Fieldhouse and support your RPI women's hockey team next Friday and Saturday, the 16th and 17th, against Penn State.
Shot wide by the Bulldogs, and now they'll try to re-enter the zone. Bulldogs have it at center now. Tinker. Stolen away by Hansen. Grigsby had it in her skates, trying to throw a backhand pass behind her. It was broken up by Burton. Burton on it now for the Bulldogs. Lifting it along to Hayes. She'll shoot it back the other way. Broken up. Burton will carry it back in. Far side, Van Stone. Poke checked away by Burnett. Now Oro's into the zone. Drops it back. Schwalbe a shot over the top, and I think it was Wraithby went sliding into the goal, but didn't get dislodged, so we play on. Carried on further by Yale. 1-on-3 is Mark-Edouard Vlasic's cousin, Emma. And Vlasic on the move. She's tripped up. Shot coming back to her feet. No. Good tie-up by Burnett there on the other side. Engineers have been pretty solid when it comes to defending the net front today. That's why they still lead 1-0. Now Schwalbe, and we got a penalty coming up here. It's going to be a hold, and to the power play go the Bulldogs. Holding is the call. As it's picked away by the Bulldogs here. This is their fifth chance on the power play. Fought off, can't keep it alive. Engineers clear it out. And again, it's Rapace doing the job. And now short-handed, Grigsby putting some pressure on. But the Bulldogs will settle things down. It's Botoff, touch pass there. Skarzinski, stick handling far side. To the point. Sights, another one-timer block, second try. Couple of cracks at it, loose in the slot, and it's going to be cleared out there by Capel. Right back in comes Yale. Off the side of the cage, second try high over the top. He's trying to jam it in, and the feed comes all the way out. Now a puck thrown towards the net, steered away by Grigsby. I don't think it ever got there. Glove down at the point. And it's loose into some skates, kicked away by Bombay. Now another shot held onto, no, loose puck. They go behind the net. Bombay had it for a second. Yale piling up the shots in this power play, but it's almost over and the Engineers clear. Big clearance there by RPI. Trying to catch the Engineers changing. Good poke check by Hansen on Vlasic. Towards the point, Lance trying to find it. And it's kept alive there by Nergard. Now into the slot, and again, Weiss is in good position to clear it to center. Fed back into the RPI zone. A couple Bulldogs need to touch up. They'll actually change. So Engineers have killed off all 5 Bulldogs power plays so far tonight. On for Schwalbe. Shoots it off the boards and in deep. Engineers will chase. It's turned back to center. Severson lobs it right back in. 4.5 to go. Up the boards by Burnett. And down it goes. Behind the net now. And near side, the pass is going to actually be carried out by Foggia. Ring to the near half wall. And center ice Capel finding Oros. Oros lifts it on further. Sights there. Oros meets her. Puck comes loose, but right to Moriyama. That cross ice feed right into Capel. She shoots it deeper. 3.5 to go. This will be shot in. Wrapping around for Fries Hansen. Can't corral that one. And now Chancellor down the middle. Poke check. Josephine Hansen for RPI. Up the near wall. Chancellor knocks it down. There's a player wide open in the middle of the ice. It was Welsh. And by the time the pass comes, it's a little bit late. Oros gets back. Skarzinski back to the point, 2:25 to go. Kept alive along the wall. Centering pass broken up. Fed down low, jam try, they score, touched into the corner. We are tied here at 1-1 with 2:15 to go. Looks like it's going to be Chancellor. First one down the line for the Bulldogs. It's a 1-1 game. Shots are 29-21 Bulldogs, and they finally break through against against Bombay, and now we might have an RPI timeout here. Or is it an official timeout? I didn't hear any word. If it was someone's timeout.
The Yale goal scored by number 6, Jordan Chancellor. Assisted by number 55, Julia Yetman, and number 7.
Assists to Yetman and Skarzinski on Chancellor's goals. Her second of the year, the senior. That can't be right. I guess she is a senior. Well, this is her sixth career game, I guess. That doesn't sound right to me. That's what the line chart says. Bouncing puck into the zone. Trying to sweep it around, is broken up. Fries Hansen trying to play to center. Grigsby, a little bit of speed. Here come the Engineers, 1:39 to go. Grigsby in, shooting and a save. It's tipped away. Just stick to the far side. I didn't see it initially come off the goaltender, Maloney. Now the other way. Centering pass, stick lifted. A couple folks thought maybe a penalty there, but no. This one hops up into a bench, and we'll have a stoppage here.
Hand-cut steaks, and 10% off with your RPI staff for student ID. Legendary deals like this are only found in Texas Roadhouse, located at 105 Wolf Road, Colony. Come dine with us.
Back to get it, Hansen. Gonna shoot it around near side. .45 to go, shot blocked. Second effort thrown through the high top of the crease, and now it's poked to center. Severson trying to be the hero again, on with Lance. Severson makes a move, takes a shot, and a glove save made. Keeping this one tied at 1 was Maloney. One-timer, they score! Aros with 28.3 to go. And it's 2-1 right off the draw. Blake Oros. My goodness, what a shot. Just like you draw it up, Oros got to step right into it and blast it into the corner. Goal number 3 on the year for Oros. That leads the team, tied with Jamie Grigsby. And now we'll see if the Bulldogs can get their netminder Maloney to the bench. 16 to go into the zone. Shot coming, it was blocked. Rebound sits there. Centering pass right out in front, oh my. 2 to go. Fed towards the net, redirected wide, and the Engineers win again. Heroics from Blake Oros, and again it's Kira Bombay with her second win of the weekend, her second career win. And this time it comes after allowing her first goal of the season. The Engineers would not be denied all 4 points this weekend. What a finish here in Troy. Oros snaps home the game winner with under a minute to go. It's a 2-1 final. I want to thank all of you for watching tonight's game. Your final score was the Engineers 2 and the Yale Bulldogs 1. This has been live coverage of RPI women's hockey on RPI TV.